also have a new job. New jobs are always cool. I work at a board game store, which is a big improvement over my last job. I worked at a gun range. I worked in the bar. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why? Like, you heard what I said, like gun range as in like pull, bang, and like bar, like glug, glug, glug. I hope that guy doesn't have a gun. And what was funny about it was that so our policy was that if you're at the bar and someone comes up to you, you have to ask them if they're done shooting for the day before you give them alcohol, which is a great policy because no one ever lies. And these people, they would come up and they would say the same thing. They would be like, "Well, can I just have one beer before I go shoot because I get nervous?" And I'm like, "You're nervous? Like you're shooting at targets, not at bears. What's there to be nervous about? You have a gun." I don't know how many of you have ever handled a gun before, but there's no reason to be nervous when you're holding a gun. Like, I'm not endorsing gun violence, but think about this. The next time you're doing something that makes you nervous, bring a gun with you. Just bring one. Just going to the doctor and worried about the news, bring a gun. See how you feel. Talking to a significant other, like, oh no, we might bring a gun. People ask me all the time, like, Brian, you do comedy, you must be so nervous. How do you handle it? Gun. Now I work in a board game store, and it's funny seeing board games that come out, because I have my own ideas for board games. Like, the first one is it's a game called Modernopoly. And the way it works is you roll the dice and you move around the board and you never get any opportunities to ever buy the properties. And then you die. And that's it. That's the whole game. The other game, you guys are not going to like as much. The other game is you play as a Nazi in World War II building death camps, and it's called Minecraft. Surprisingly, the shirts aren't selling that well.